Many of our students actually come in the door with that fear, and we, rest assured, we let them know it doesn't matter what stage of life you're in, there's always a chance for a new beginning.
So who is your typical student?
Actually, it's a wide variety. We have people fresh out of high school, and then we have people who have been laid off. We have people who are semi-retired come back for their
kind of like you.
Again, yeah.
We even have pilots who come back when they retire to get their AMP so they can do the work on their own aircraft.
Oh, now that's a good idea,
Interesting.
too. So many different options. They just need to call y'all?
Yes.
Wichita
Area Technical College. Phone number would be 316-652-2800.
Okay.
Sounds amazing.
I have one more question. I'm sorry.
All right, go for it.
18 months of training, then you earn the right to take the test. How long does it take to do that FAA part?
It depends on the individual. And
depends on how smart
ready
you are.
they are.
Duh.
Oh, no.
Not
It depends
smart,
on how
ready
hard you
they
work. Oh, yeah.
I stand corrected.
As we proceed through this series, we're going to talk a lot about the brain research. And more we know it's about effort and how you practice and how you work at your job, not how smart you are.
There you go. All right. Thank you so much, Don, for being with us.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
Speaking of brain power, I should now use mine to thank my sponsor. Would you like to see? Pink Saloon. Fabulous clothing, can you tell? And watch this, folks. Hallelujah! This is called, let me tell you, I want you to get this right. The Voom Top Baby Bird in Red. True Religion jeans. And Saucy Little Top. Whatever that would be. You gotta go to Pink Saloon. I bet you don't know where that is, do you?
I don't.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you. It's over there at Oliver and Douglas.
Thank you.
God, what service? Oh, hey, Meats Corner's back, and you're gonna explain what these are all about.
The cranberries, they actually, this coffee, it goes really well with fruits, and when you drink it, you take a sip, although I made you an amazing chai.
Yeah, I have an amazing
chai. So it
chai.
doesn't work the same, but kind of just makes the fruit that's in the coffee, it's
delicious.
And the reaches pop a little bit.
Actually, it's not bad with chai either.
Well, maybe I'll have to start selling it that way.
Trendsetter.
Try it. Can't hurt,
Need to make it happen.
Oh, you know it. Thanks so much, Sam. Again, Meats Corner, and if you need clothes, well, maybe not you. You got to check out Pink Saloon. We also have some other folks to thank. We're back with My New Life Online, and I cannot believe how many people have found a new life, and more than once, typically.
Yeah.
What's your new life?
Well, I'm still looking for it.
I know.
Actually.
Isn't that true?
It's nice. I get a retirement check every month, so that makes the transition a little easier. But, you still want to do something with your life.
Exactly.
So.
But you're an educator, so you've always known there's lots of options.
Yeah, except, in education, we haven't really been aware in K-12 education of what those options are.
Nobody tells you.
No, nobody does.
I got out as a broadcaster, and I'd go out and I'd interview people, and I'm like, I didn't know you could get paid to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have done that.
And I talk to high school students all the time about, they're getting ready to graduate, they're very close. What are you going to do? Well, I'm going to go to this school or that school. Well, what are you going to study? I don't know. We've got to do a better job helping our youngsters start to look at what they want to do with their life.
One way to do that is just to meet more people and hear their stories.
And one of those is Josh Mostowitz.
Hi, Josh.
Hi.
Josh, also from WATC, Wichita Area Technical College.
That's correct.
Tell us what you do there.
I'm currently an instructor teaching the general classes, which are the beginning classes that the students go through. We teach them math, electricity, different processes
What do you teach in electricity? Bzzz.
everything. We teach them to diagnose circuits, the different terminology, how the systems work, and how they're integrated into the
So all the
aircraft.
students will learn about electricity?
Yes.
Because that is something you don't learn in high school, folks. Trust me.
Well, now,
Do you want to know my story? No, I'm not telling it.
We cover a lot of stuff in high school,
Right.
but that's different than learning it. And one of the things absent in our K-12 system is you don't really learn something till you apply it. And in fact, I'm guessing the classes you teach, while you talk some theory, you actually do something with it.
Yes, the classes are structured so that we have class time where we learn the theory behind the operation, and then we have lab projects where we actually go in and the students have to apply that knowledge in different projects.
That's where the bzzz comes in?
Hopefully not.
And I'm guessing, Joss, as a former teacher and as an educator, that when those students are actually doing it, that's when they go, aha.
Yes.
That's when it makes
That's when
sense.
it clicks. And they can then go on and advance that by either taking avionics courses or learning on the job once they get a position in the industry.
I think something very interesting. This is like your fifth life? You
Kind
didn't
of.
start out at WATC.
No, I am a degreed professional photographer who at age of 50 found out that my job kind of walked away, kind of like the engineers on the old coal trains. You know, the technology changed, and so
You used to take a lot of pictures of what? Kids and babies, weddings?
in the healthcare industry and also in the aviation industry.
Body parts.
Body parts and insides of airplanes.
Okay.
And once that job walked away for the third time, I decided I need to do something that will get me into my retirement age. And so I went to the Workforce Center and took tests and decided, hey, I like to turn things on and turn things off and take them in and put them out. And,
The test told you that?
Yes, they said I was able to deal with some higher functioning technologies as well as some regular, mechanical work. And
I
so
think that's a good point. A lot of us don't realize there are resources out there that might pinpoint where to go.
We're going to talk more about that later.
Saving it, saving it. Okay, sorry.
So anyway, I went through the program at WATC, and it was very interesting. My first job was as a technical writer and photographer, and they wanted someone who knew the airplane, so I had my A&P license, and I would go out and photograph different parts of the aircraft for manuals and videos. And
Then
things
did you
like
actually
that.
write the manuals?
And then I went and did technical writing for them. So it all gelled together.
You kind of merged your two careers, didn't
Yes,
you?
which I hadn't planned on doing. And as Ms. Brown said, there's a wide variety of different options open to people who get this certification or degree.
What was that second degree in then?
The second degree was a Associate of Applied Science in Aviation Maintenance Technology.
That's the name, folks. Okay. And that's exactly what we talked about before. And when she was talking about some of the different careers, I didn't think of writing and photography and aviation as one thing. How do I know what's out there?
There are different avenues to take for finding out this information. One of the best ones I found was the Workforce Center downtown. They can not only test you, but they have computers there where you can search for positions, not only here locally, but nationally and internationally too.
How did you get to be a teacher then? I mean, I thought you were supposed to be out there taking pictures and writing.
Well, I applied and they hired me.
Hey, that's how I got into my first job.
So tell us more about the new center at WATC. Where do you do the training?
Currently, we have two campuses, one on the east side on the corner of Rock and Pawnee, and one on Eisenhower near the Mid-Continent Airport facility. We're currently in construction phase of building a new facility up at Jabbar Airport, and that will encompass...
And it's a little tiny place that's really not state-of-the-art?
He's totally lying.
Yeah, tell us a little more about it.
It's going to be state-of-the-art. We're going to have state-of-the-art trainers there, and facilities will be on an airport, so it'll be very, very functional.
Can I ask you something? If you had to go back and do it again, would you have gotten your photography degree? Would you have started that second life sooner? What would you do over?
I think I probably would have started the aviation maintenance technology degree earlier in my career.
Why?
If people don't have enough money to eat and pay their rent and the house payment, they're not going to spend money on photography, and that's the bottom line.
Point.
But there is a definite need with all the aircraft out there. Some of these aircraft range from being made in 1920s, 1930s
old.
on up to the current state-of-the-art aircrafts, and they all have to be maintained. So the job prospects are much better.
Yeah.
I think that's something you got to think about.